If this video has reached you today, it's not by accident. There's a reason you clicked, a reason you're here. And that reason is this. Jesus has a message for you. Yes, you. Right now, in the middle of whatever pain, silence, or confusion you're facing at home, Jesus says, "Today I want to restore your family." Maybe you've cried alone in a locked bathroom. Maybe you've watched your children drift away. Maybe the person you love most now feels like a stranger. But today, heaven is leaning toward you. Today, Jesus is entering the place where your heart is breaking. And he's not coming to judge. He's coming to restore. This is not just a video. This is a divine appointment. If your family has been under attack, if you've been praying for a breakthrough that never came, if you've almost given up on that promise, Jesus says, don't give up now. Before this video ends, you're going to feel something shifting in the atmosphere. Not because of who's speaking, but because of who's sending the message. So stay with me. Open your heart and prepare to hear what Jesus wants to whisper directly into your spirit. And if your heart has ever whispered, "Lord, please fix my home. Please bring us back together," then type in the comments, "Jesus, I still believe in my family." That's your declaration of faith. That's your act of surrender. That's your seed of restoration. Now breathe deeply and listen closely. Because Jesus is about to speak, I see the tears you've cried behind closed doors. I see the moments you've tried to stay strong for everyone else while you were quietly falling apart. I saw you when the arguments broke your spirit. I saw you when you whispered, "God, please, just one more sign." You didn't know if you should keep fighting or if the fight was already lost. But I was there. I never left your home, even when you felt abandoned. I walked through every hallway, stood beside you in every silence, and held you when no one else could. The battle for your family didn't go unnoticed in heaven. Your pain did not go ignored. Every broken word, every slammed door, every cold shoulder, I saw it, and I did not turn away. Today, I want you to know that I'm not here to condemn you for the cracks in your home. I'm not here to bring up your failures or shame you for what you couldn't fix. I'm here to restore. I'm here to rebuild what you thought was permanently lost. The enemy tried to convince you that it was too late, that your children wouldn't return, that your marriage couldn't be healed, that peace could never live under your roof again. But I am the God of the impossible. I bring water from dry places. I speak light into darkness. I turn tombs into testimonies. And I came today with one purpose: to breathe life back into your family. This restoration won't happen through human strength. It will happen through surrender, not by striving, but by trusting. I don't need you to be perfect. I need you to be open to forgive, open to believe again, open to hope again. I'm not asking you to carry this burden alone. I'm asking you to place it in my hands, because when you give it to me, really give it to me, I begin to move. I begin to shift hearts. I begin to silence the enemy's voice. So today, give me your broken pieces. I can do more with a shattered heart than the world can do with a perfect image. I'm not finished with your story, and I'm just beginning the healing of your home. I know how hard you've tried to hold everything together while feeling like it's all slipping through your fingers. You've sacrificed. You've prayed. You've forgiven things you never thought you could just to keep the family intact. And still, there are nights when the silence in the house feels louder than any argument ever could. You feel like you're the only one fighting for something everyone else has already given up on. But hear me clearly. You are not alone in this battle. I've seen the weight you've carried and how often you've chosen love when it cost you your pride. I've seen the moments when you bit your tongue to keep peace, when you cried yourself to sleep hoping someone would just understand how deeply you're hurting. And now, I need you to understand this. Your effort has not been wasted, and your pain has not been invisible. I have collected every tear, and I have declared, this family will not die under the weight of division. What the enemy tried to divide, I am now stepping in to reunite. What bitterness tried to sever, my love is going to stitch back together. Not like it was before, but better. I don't simply restore, I redeem. I take what's broken and I turn it into something holy. That includes the harsh words that were spoken in anger. That includes the distance between your heart and theirs. That includes the wounds they may not even know they left in you. And even the mistakes you made, the regrets you carry silently, while trying to look strong in front of others. I know about them, but I don't hold them against you. I came to heal through them. I came to show your family that grace is real, and when grace enters a house, no curse can remain standing. What you thought was the end, I call the beginning. And what you saw as irreversible, I'm about to rewrite in glory. Let me make this personal to you. The breakthrough will not come by pretending everything is okay. It will come when you invite me into the very center of the mess. Don't just pray for me to change them. Ask me to begin in you. Restoration starts with the heart that's willing to say, Jesus, I can't do this without you anymore. When you say that, heaven responds. Angels begin to move. The atmosphere in your home starts to shift. Walls that have been built over years begin to crumble. Hearts that have grown cold start to thaw. And even though it may not happen overnight, my spirit is planting seeds today that will grow into reconciliation tomorrow. So don't look at how far apart things feel. Look at me, because I'm closer than you think, and I've already begun the work. There are battles that no one else sees, wounds you've covered with a smile just to make it through the day. But I see beneath the surface. I see the exhaustion in your soul from always being the one who tries to fix things. I see the nights you've stayed up wondering if it's even worth trying anymore. Wondering if they care, if they see your pain, if they even want to be part of this family anymore. And that quiet voice in your mind, the one that whispers you've failed, that it's your fault, that you should have done more, that voice is not mine. That is the enemy trying to drown out the truth I've spoken over you since the beginning. You are not a failure. You are the fighter that's kept this house from falling apart. You've held the line when others let go. And because of your persistence, because of your faith, I'm stepping in. Not just to help you carry the burden, but to lift it entirely from your shoulders. You don't need to beg me to care. My heart has always burned with love for your family. I was present at your wedding. I was present at the birth of your children. I was there in the moments of joy, and I've never left in the seasons of pain. I've seen every door slam, every cold silence, every word said in heat that was later regretted. But I've also seen the prayers, the whispered cries, the way you've knelt beside a bed, asking me to bring peace back into your home. And now, I want you to hear me clearly. I'm not just a silent witness to your suffering. I am the God who heals. I am the God who restores what the world calls impossible. This restoration will not be based on your perfection, but on my presence. Not on what you can force, but on what you release. And if you'll let me into every locked room of your heart, every hidden place of your home, I will do what no counseling session, no human effort, and no apology can do. I will bring resurrection to your family's love. But I must ask you for one thing. Don't walk by sight in this season. Walk by faith. You may not see change yet. They may still be distant. The house may still feel cold. But don't let what you see cancel what I've already spoken. The storm doesn't mean I've left. The silence doesn't mean I'm not working. The tension doesn't mean hope is gone. Sometimes I allow the storm so that pride will break, hearts will soften, and healing can finally take root. So trust me. Even when they don't speak, even when nothing seems to move, I am still the one who parts seas. I am still the one who brings prodigals home. I am still the one who takes the ashes of a family fire and turns them into beauty beyond what you imagined. Keep standing, keep believing. The foundation may have cracked, but I'm rebuilding it with grace. I want you to picture something right now. Me, walking through the halls of your home, touching the walls with my hands, stopping in each room to whisper peace into the atmosphere. I see the tension that lingers in the air, the kind that doesn't even need words to be felt. I see the way conversations have turned cold, the way laughter used to echo, but now feels like a distant memory. But hear me. I have not forgotten the promises I made over your family. I have not abandoned the dream I planted in your heart. Even if you've let go of hope, I haven't. Even if they've stopped praying, I'm still moving. I know exactly what needs to be healed, what needs to be confronted, what needs to be forgiven, and I'm doing it now, not by force, but with grace, not with judgment, but with mercy, because I'm not coming to expose your wounds. I'm coming to heal them from the inside out. This won't be a surface-level restoration. I'm going deeper, deeper than the arguments, deeper than the silence, deeper than the generational patterns that have tried to repeat themselves in your home. What your parents didn't fix, I'm giving you the power to break. What your family thought was normal, I'm calling unnatural, and I'm rewriting it. The emotional absence, the cycles of anger, the neglect that left scars. I am healing it all. And through your obedience, through your surrender, your children will see a different future. They will grow up knowing what peace looks like. They will witness what grace feels like. They will not inherit the wounds you carried. They will inherit the healing you chose to pursue. Because I'm not just restoring your present, I'm redeeming your legacy. You asked me to save your family, and I heard you. Now I need you to trust that I'm doing it, even when it doesn't look like it yet. So let me speak to that doubt that still lingers in your chest. The part of you that says, what if it doesn't work? What if nothing changes? Here's my answer. I never start what I won't finish. If I've begun this healing in your heart, I will complete it in your home. I don't do halfway miracles. I'm not interested in surface peace. I want transformation from the foundation up. And that means there will be moments when you feel stretched, challenged, even broken. But that's not punishment. That's preparation. I'm rebuilding what was destroyed. I'm reviving what was dying. And the day will come, sooner than you think, when you'll walk through your home and realize the silence is gone, the peace has returned, and the love you thought had died is now stronger than ever. Because I was always working behind the scenes, even when you couldn't see me. I know there are moments when you replay the past over and over, wondering if one decision could have changed everything. Maybe you think, if I had been more patient, if I had spoken with more love, if I had walked away less and prayed more. But I want to interrupt that cycle right now. Because regret is not the voice of restoration, it's the voice of bondage. And I didn't come to bind you to what you could have done. I came to free you through what I can still do. I am not limited by your yesterday. I am not discouraged by what's already been broken. I am the God who makes all things new, and I specialize in turning what was meant for evil into something beautiful. Stop letting shame hold your future hostage. Stop believing the lie that you ruined everything. If I wanted to condemn you, I would have left you in silence. But instead, I'm here, speaking, reminding, calling, because I still see purpose in your family. Let me say something you might not have heard in a long time. You're still the right person to lead this family forward. You, with all your mistakes. You, with all your fatigue. You, who feels unqualified and worn out. I chose you. Not because you're perfect, but because you're willing. And that's all I need. A willing heart. A heart that says, Jesus, I'll trust you even when it hurts. That's the heart I can use to change a generation. I didn't choose the strongest, I chose the surrendered. I didn't choose the loudest, I chose the humble. Because when you let me lead through your weakness, your family will see strength that can't be explained by human effort. They'll look at you and say, something changed, and you'll know. It wasn't you trying harder. It was me, finally being given full access to move through you. That's how revival begins, not in noise, but in surrender. And now, I'm knocking at the door of your heart again, not because I ever left, but because I want deeper access. I want the parts of your life you've never invited me into, the wounds you've covered, the stories you're ashamed of, the disappointments you stopped talking about. Let me in. Let me touch what hurts. Let me speak where you've gone silent. You don't have to pretend with me. I already know. I already saw. And I still stayed. I stayed because I see the promise in you. I stayed because I see the healing that's coming. I stayed because I'm not done. And neither are you. You haven't seen the best days of your family yet. You haven't seen the laughter that's coming, the peace that's returning, the love that's going to overflow. So keep your eyes on me. Because what I restore, the world can't break again. There's a moment when you stop begging people to change and you start believing that I can. That moment is powerful. That moment is holy. Because when you stop trying to fix them with your hands and start lifting them to me with your heart, that's when I begin to move. You were never meant to carry the full weight of healing your family. That was never your role. Your role was to love, to pray, to trust, to obey, and then to release. And today, I'm asking you to release. Release the frustration of being unheard. Release the weight of always being the peacemaker. Release the fear that things will never be whole again. You've been carrying burdens that I already died to lift. You've been losing sleep over things I've already written the answer to. So breathe, let go, and believe that I am working even when the signs are still invisible. I want to remind you of something. Restoration doesn't always begin with applause. Sometimes it begins with tears. It begins with a moment where your pride breaks and you say, God, I can't do this anymore without you. That's not weakness. That's the beginning of true power. My spirit is drawn to humility. I elevate those who bow. I heal those who admit their pain. Don't let the world tell you to toughen up. I'm telling you to open up. Open your mouth and speak life over your home again. Open your Bible and declare my promises aloud in every room. Walk through your house not as a victim of dysfunction, but as a vessel of my authority. Because when you walk in faith, your walls will begin to shift. When you speak my word, demons tremble. When you choose forgiveness over revenge, heaven celebrates. And what was once broken ground becomes holy. Again, so because my presence has returned. You asked me to restore your family, and I am. But it will happen in layers. First in you, then around you. First in prayer, then in presence. I'm not giving you a temporary fix. I'm building something eternal. That means I'll heal more than just relationships. I'll heal the root systems that created the pain, the traumas passed down, the silent expectations, the emotional wounds left untreated for years. I'll reach into places even you forgot existed, and I'll touch them with gentleness, not force. Because I don't just want to restore your home. I want to restore you to the version of yourself that pain tried to erase. The version that still dreams, the version that still loves, the version that still believes that families can be whole again. That's what I'm doing. That's who I'm making you into. And the world will watch in awe, not of your strength, but of my goodness revealed in your weakness. I know you've been waiting for them to say, I'm sorry. Waiting for the apology that never came, waiting for them to recognize the pain they caused. But child, listen, your healing doesn't have to wait for their apology. Your freedom isn't chained to someone else's conviction. What I'm doing in your heart is not dependent on who apologizes, who understands you, or who finally sees the truth. Because I am the God who vindicates. I am the one who sees the full picture. And I'm not waiting on them to change before I restore you. I'm moving in you first, because your healing will be the spark that begins theirs. Don't let bitterness keep you from the restoration I'm trying to pour into your life. Don't let unforgiveness be the wall that blocks the flow of peace. I know it hurt. I know it wasn't fair. But you're not letting them off the hook. You're letting me take it from here. You can't imagine the kind of power that flows through a heart that chooses forgiveness. When you say, Jesus, I release this to you, chains break. Not just around you, but around them too. The spiritual atmosphere in your home begins to shift. What used to be hostile becomes calm. What used to be distant becomes tender. And it's not because you forced anyone to change. It's because you chose to become a door through which my presence could enter. You may not be able to change the past, but you can choose who leads your future. And if you choose me, I will rewrite your family story with beauty, with depth, and with redemption. I will redeem the years that were lost in silence, in anger, in absence. Because I'm not just restoring moments, I'm restoring meaning. I'm not just fixing scenes, I'm telling a new story, one chapter at a time. So now I ask you, can you let go of what's poisoned your peace? Can you give me that memory, that phrase, that fight that still echoes inside you? Not to forget it, but to heal it. I don't erase pain, I transform it. I use it. I turn it into wisdom, into testimony, into compassion for others walking through the same valley. And when you allow me to heal your wounds, those wounds will become places where my glory shines brightest. So breathe, child. It's not too late. I am still the God of reconciliation. I am still the one who leaves the 99 for the one. And if your family has wandered, if your peace has been stolen, if your love has grown cold, I am the fire that reignites, the shepherd that gathers, the healer who restores. Let me begin. Because what comes next is more beautiful than you can imagine. There is a moment when your spirit begins to realize that restoration isn't just about what God fixes around you, it's about what He heals within you. You've spent so much time trying to keep the family from falling apart that you've forgotten to notice the places where you've broken too. And today, I want to look into your heart, into the places you hide even from yourself, and say, I see you. I see the exhaustion from always being the strong one. I see the longing to be loved as deeply as you love others. I see the child inside you who still craves safety, who still waits for the day when home feels like peace and not pressure. I don't just see your faith, I see your fatigue, and I want you to know, I didn't ask you to carry the weight of saving your family alone. That's my job. Yours is to lean on me while I do the supernatural work that only I can do. Let's talk about the silence. That long, painful silence that fills the room after arguments. The one where no one apologizes, no one explains, no one reaches out. That silence can feel like a wall, a thick, cold fog that makes connection feel impossible. But even in the silence, I am speaking. Even when no one in your home says a word, I am whispering to hearts. I am moving behind the scenes. I am touching minds while they sleep, stirring hearts in moments they don't even understand. You may not see the change, but that doesn't mean it isn't happening. Faith doesn't wait for proof. Faith walks on my word. And I've said that your family is not forgotten. I've said that your house will be a place of peace. I've declared that no weapon formed against you will prosper. So walk through your home with your head high, not because everything is fixed, but because I'm present, and that changes everything. And now, I want to speak directly to the fear that's been haunting you. The fear that this cycle will never break. The fear that you'll always be the one giving more, the one holding on, the one loving alone. That fear is a liar. It's a voice sent to paralyze you. Because the truth is, I am not asking you to hold it all together. I am inviting you to hand it over. There is no shame in being tired. There is no weakness in admitting you need help. You don't have to prove anything to me. I already chose you before you ever got it right. I already loved you before you ever built anything. So come as you are, bruised, weary, uncertain, and watch what I can do with the faith you still have left. I will take the little strength you have and multiply it. I will take the broken love and make it whole. I will take what you hand me and give back more than you asked for. I know how it feels to be the only one praying while everyone else seems distracted, distant, or disconnected. I see you looking around the dinner table, wondering when hearts became so hard and voices became so distant. I see the pain in your eyes when you try to start conversations that fall flat. I see the ache when you say, I love you, and hear only silence in return. But child, listen closely. I am not deaf to your devotion. I see every act of love, every prayer you whisper in the quiet of night, every effort you make that no one applauds. And I want you to know, none of it is in vain. Not one prayer you prayed over your spouse, your children, your home, not one has been lost in the wind. They rise to me like incense. And I am moving even now in ways you cannot yet see. Because I don't waste faith. I multiply it. And soon your family will reap what you've been sowing in tears. I'm not promising that everything will happen instantly. Restoration is rarely sudden. It is sacred. It is slow because it's deep. I am healing generations of wounds, uprooting lies that have been believed for years, softening hearts that have been hardened by disappointment and pride. But I promise you this: I will finish what I started. I am not the God of abandoned projects. I do not walk away halfway. And if I've started something in your heart, if I've awakened you to believe again, to pray again, to fight again, it means that I fully intend to carry that promise to completion. What you see now may still look broken, but what I see is a family in the process of being healed. What you hear now may be silence, but what I hear is the quiet stirring of transformation. What you feel now may be heavy, but what I'm building will be weightless, covered in peace, wrapped in grace, rooted in love. So don't be discouraged if things look the same on the outside. Faith isn't about sight, it's about trust. It's about choosing to believe that I'm working, even when the conversation hasn't changed, even when the attitudes haven't shifted, even when the walls are still up. I am not intimidated by those walls. I'm the God who brings down Jericho with a shout. I'm the God who breaks chains at midnight. And I'm the God who turns even the hardest hearts of stone into hearts of flesh. Your consistency is powerful. Your love is powerful. Your prayers are shaking the foundation of things the enemy thought were permanent. And every time you choose love over retaliation, every time you choose prayer over panic, every time you choose forgiveness over offense, heaven takes notice. The tide is turning. Your family's restoration has already begun. Now walk with me, step by step, as I complete what I promised you. There's something I need you to understand deeply. You are not crazy for still believing. The world may mock your hope. People may say, it's too late, or that relationship is beyond repair. But what they don't know is what I've whispered to you in the quiet. They don't know the dreams I placed in your spirit, the promises I engraved on your heart when you were too broken to stand. I don't speak to impress crowds, I speak to ignite faith. And the faith you carry, even when it's bruised and barely breathing, still moves mountains. You think your prayers are small because they don't feel loud or powerful, but I tell you, every tear you've shed while praying for your family has watered seeds I planted long ago. And though you haven't seen the harvest yet, it's coming. The roots are already stretching beneath the surface. The fruit is forming where your eyes can't yet see. So don't stop now. Don't walk away from the field just before the breakthrough. I am working on hearts right now. Hearts that once were closed, minds that once were resistant, ears that once were deaf to your love. My spirit is entering places you can't reach. Conversations you couldn't have before will suddenly flow. Moments that felt dead will come alive again. And no, it won't always be dramatic. Sometimes it will be subtle. A softer tone in their voice, a returned glance, a simple thank you after years of silence. Don't overlook those moments. That's me rebuilding. That's me touching the deepest parts. And if you remain faithful, you'll begin to see the fruit. One by one, healing will come. One by one, connection will return. You'll look around and realize, this isn't the same house anymore. The air feels lighter. The walls no longer carry tension. The love that once was buried is now breathing again. And you'll know, not because of your strength, but because of my grace. So lift your eyes, child. Stop looking down in shame or around in confusion. Look up. I am the one who rebuilds ruins and breathes life into dust. I am the one who restores what was lost and returns what was stolen. The enemy had a plan for your family, but so did I. And my plan is the one that stands, not because of your perfection, but because of my promise. And my promise is this: if you keep walking with me, if you keep trusting me through the tension, if you keep praying even when your voice shakes, I will restore what no man can in ways no mind can predict. This is your season to believe again, to love again, to hope again. And when your family walks in unity, when peace returns to your table, when joy fills the rooms once covered in silence, you'll say, "Only God could have done this." And you'll be right, because I am the restorer of homes, and your miracle is already moving toward you. There was a time when laughter filled your home, when connection felt easy, when love didn't have to be forced. You remember those days, not just with nostalgia, but with a silent ache that wonders if they'll ever return. And I want you to hear me clearly. I am the God who brings joy back to dry places. I'm not just restoring communication or behavior. I'm restoring the atmosphere of your home, the warmth, the safety, the joy. I'm rebuilding it from the inside out. You've tried to maintain appearances to keep it together on the outside while the inside crumbled. But I never called you to perform. I called you to believe. I never asked you to impress others. I asked you to let me into the hidden places. And now, as you begin to trust me with the broken pieces, I'm doing something far more powerful than you imagined. I'm not patching the surface. I'm healing the foundation. The transformation will start in the small things: a morning without tension, a moment of eye contact that doesn't end in conflict, a hug that lingers longer than it used to. That's me moving. That's me softening hearts, realigning priorities, and bringing tenderness where there was distance. And I'm not asking you to force it. I'm asking you to notice it. Celebrate the small signs. Praise me when the atmosphere shifts. Thank me when love pushes through the cracks. Because gratitude will open your eyes to the miracles already in motion. You don't have to wait for perfection to give me praise. You don't have to wait for the full picture to worship. The restoration begins with recognition. When you start to see me in the process, your heart aligns with heaven. And when your heart aligns with heaven, peace flows like a river through your home. And now I want you to begin speaking life, not just in prayer but aloud, over your family, your spouse, your children. Stop rehearsing what went wrong and start declaring what I'm doing right. Say, "This home belongs to God." Say, "Peace lives here." Say, "My children are blessed and protected." Say, "Love returns and multiplies in this place." Your words are seeds and they carry the power to shape reality. Don't let curses continue because no one's speaking blessings. You are the gatekeeper of your home's atmosphere. And I've given you authority, not to control, but to cover. To cover your family in faith. To cover your spouse in prayer. To cover your walls in worship. What you declare in faith, I establish in heaven. So rise up, not in anger, but in spiritual authority. Take back what the enemy tried to steal. I'm with you, I'm ahead of you, and I'm already at work inside the very hearts you thought were out of reach. There is something powerful that happens when you choose to bless your home even when it feels broken. When you worship in the middle of chaos, you invite my presence to fill every corner of your life. I don't wait for things to be perfect before I move. I move in the middle of the mess. I bring light into dark rooms. I bring clarity where confusion tries to rule. And I bring peace where arguments once lived. Every time you pray over your family, every time you whisper my name when your heart feels heavy, I am drawn to you. I step into that moment. I stand in the tension. I begin to work on hearts, on minds, on situations you think are impossible. You are not just praying, you are unlocking doors for heaven to enter. Don't underestimate what happens when you lift your voice, even if all you can say is, "Jesus, help us." That prayer alone is enough for me to move mountains. I know you feel tired. You've been carrying not only your own pain, but also the weight of everyone else's. You've been trying to hold the pieces together while wondering if anyone sees how much it costs you. But I see it. I see every quiet sacrifice. I see every moment you chose to love when anger would have been easier. I see the way you've held on even when no one thanked you for it. And today I'm telling you, I am strengthening you. I'm breathing life back into you. You are not meant to pour from an empty cup, so let me refill you. Let me remind you that you don't have to be strong on your own. My strength is made perfect in your weakness. When you feel like you've reached The end of your rope, that's where my hand catches you, and I will not let you fall. I will lift you, restore you, and give you the courage to keep standing. The restoration I'm bringing to your family is not just for now. It's for generations to come. I'm planting seeds of healing that will bless your children and your children's children. What you're praying for today is creating a legacy of faith that will echo long after this season is over. They will look back and see that someone stood in the gap. Someone believed when things seemed hopeless. Someone held on to me when everything else was falling apart. That someone is you, and because of your faith, because of your prayers, I will write a new story for your family. One filled with redemption, peace, and love that cannot be shaken. Don't lose heart. The same God who parted seas, who raised the dead, who calmed storms, that's who is fighting for your home right now. I know you've questioned yourself, wondering if you did something wrong, if you prayed the wrong way, if somehow your faith wasn't strong enough to stop the distance that grew within your family. But I want to silence that lie right now. This is not your fault. You are not the reason for every wound, and you are not the one who has to carry the blame. Healing doesn't come through guilt, it comes through grace. And grace is what I'm pouring into your home, your soul, your relationships. My grace doesn't ask you to figure everything out. It invites you to surrender, to lean into me when your own understanding falls short. I never required perfection from you. I only asked for trust. And if you give me your trust today, I will use every broken chapter to build something unshakable, a family rooted in my presence, not in your performance. Let me speak to the fear that this healing won't last, that things might get better for a while, only to fall apart again. That's not what I'm doing. I don't offer temporary peace. I don't heal one day just to abandon you the next. What I restore, I cover. What I rebuild, I protect. You're not going to have to keep looking over your shoulder, waiting for the next argument, the next breakdown, the next heartbreak. I'm not just changing behavior, I'm transforming hearts. That means the shift will go deeper than what you see on the surface. The way your spouse looks at you, the way your children speak to you, the way your home feels. It will all begin to reflect my spirit. It won't be perfect every day, but it will be peaceful. It will be real. And it will be held together not by human effort, but by my unshakable love that binds what the world said was too far gone. So now, step into this next chapter with boldness. Don't tiptoe into healing. Walk in like you belong there because you do. You are not a visitor in my promises, you are the heir of them. This restoration isn't just a gift, it's a covenant. I am the God who keeps his word. I didn't bring you this far to leave you in limbo. I didn't plant faith in your heart just to let it die. I've watered it. I've nurtured it. And now I'm calling it to bloom. So hold your head high, even if your hands are trembling. Speak hope, even if your voice shakes. Keep declaring what I've promised, even if your heart still carries doubt. Because faith doesn't deny the struggle, it declares who's greater than it. And I am greater. I am still here. I am not finished. And your family is about to walk into a testimony that only heaven could write. You've been walking through this season like someone who's holding a fragile vase, afraid that the next wrong move will cause everything to shatter. You've tried so hard to keep the peace, to avoid conflict, to prevent another breakdown. And while your effort is seen, I want to tell you something that will set your soul free. You are not the glue that holds your family together. I am. It was never your job to fix everything. It was never your calling to be everyone's savior. That's my role. And when you finally release the pressure you've placed on yourself, you will feel the weight lift. I am not asking you to carry what you were never designed to hold. I'm asking you to trust me with what feels too heavy. The wounds, the silence, the slow progress. Let me carry what is breaking you. Let me restore what is beyond your reach. I'm not far. I'm right here, arms open, ready to hold you and heal what feels too complicated for human hands. There's a shift happening even now. A shift in your spirit, a shift in the spiritual atmosphere of your home. You may not see it, but it's real. The seeds you planted in pain are beginning to grow in silence. You're going to wake up one day and realize that peace has returned, not because everything changed overnight, but because you changed from the inside out. You began to respond differently. You stopped reacting with fear and started responding with faith. You stopped replaying the past and started prophesying over your future. And that's when I moved. Not because you were perfect, but because you were aligned. You opened your heart wide enough for me to enter and do what no one else could. And when I move like that, nothing can stay the same. Healing flows like a river. Restoration becomes inevitable. And love, real, supernatural love, begins to fill the cracks that were once filled with pain. So take this moment and breathe. You've made it through nights that tried to break you. You've stayed faithful when everything around you said, "Give up." You've prayed when your voice trembled and believed when your eyes were full of tears. And now, the promise is unfolding. The healing has started, and I won't stop until it's complete. I will restore your family, not halfway, not partially, but completely. I will turn every scar into a symbol of my faithfulness. I will make your home a place of peace, a place of laughter, a place where future generations will walk and say, "This is where God lives." So keep walking, child. Keep believing. Keep declaring. Because the breakthrough isn't coming. It has already begun. There is a sacred power in your endurance, the kind of endurance that doesn't shout, doesn't demand, but chooses love every single day. The world doesn't see it. People around you may never acknowledge it, but I do. I see the nights you went to bed without resolution, the mornings you rose with a silent prayer on your lips, the meals you served with a heart that was quietly breaking. And child, I honor that kind of faith. I reward that kind of love. Not because it's flashy or loud, but because it reflects me. That's the kind of love that restores homes. Not the kind that wins every argument, but the kind that refuses to let go. The kind that keeps showing up. The kind that says, "I still believe God can do it." And that kind of love, the kind you've been choosing, is what heaven uses to shift entire generations. Let me remind you what's coming. A day when laughter returns to your home, and it won't feel forced. A day when your children will look at you and say, "Thank you for never giving up." A day when your spouse will grab your hand, not in habit, but in healing. A day when the past doesn't haunt the present. When what was once a battlefield becomes a sanctuary. That day is not a fantasy. That day is on my calendar. And every prayer, every act of surrender, every tear you've cried in private is bringing you one step closer. I am the God who keeps appointments. I am the God who arrives right on time. And when that day comes, you'll know. This wasn't your strength. It wasn't your strategy. This was my hand, moving through your willingness, through your brokenness, through your faith, because the restoration I bring doesn't just change what you see, it transforms what you believe. So now stand tall. You are not walking into restoration as a victim. You are entering as a witness to the goodness of God, a witness to the power of prayer, a witness to the kind of love that only heaven can sustain. This is your testimony in the making. This is your miracle unfolding. And even now, as you breathe these words, I am moving in your home. I am touching hearts. I am melting walls of pride. I am opening doors you thought were locked forever. I am reminding the enemy, this family belongs to me, and nothing formed against it will stand. So speak life again. Declare peace again. Lift your hands not in surrender to pain, but in victory through faith. Because I am restoring your family. I am healing what you thought was beyond repair, and the story you feared would end in silence. I'm rewriting into a song of praise. You've been asking me for a sign, something to confirm that I'm really working, that your prayers aren't falling into silence, that this restoration isn't just a hope, but a reality in motion. So here it is. This message is your sign. These words, reaching you in the middle of your questioning, are not coincidence. They are my response. I orchestrated this moment because I wanted to speak to your heart directly. I wanted to remind you that you're seen, that your faith is powerful, and that your breakthrough is personal to me. I don't ignore desperation wrapped in surrender. I don't overlook hearts that still believe even when everything around them says give up. You're not forgotten. You're not fighting alone. The one who created the very idea of family is the one fighting for yours now, with mercy, with power, with purpose. And I want to take a moment to remind you of what I've already brought you through. You've survived things that could have destroyed you. You've walked through fire and didn't come out burned, only refined. You've seen me restore what others said was dead, and I haven't changed. The same God who showed up back then is showing up again now. But this time I'm not just restoring you, I'm restoring your family. I'm bringing alignment where there was confusion. I'm rebuilding trust where there was betrayal. I'm pouring peace into places where anxiety had taken root. And as I do this, you'll begin to feel it not just in the atmosphere, but in your own heart. The fear that gripped you will loosen. The bitterness that poisoned your joy will dissolve. And in its place, you'll feel something stronger rising. Hope. Hope that doesn't disappoint. Hope that comes from heaven and can't be shaken. So, don't stop praying. Don't stop declaring. Don't stop believing that I'm faithful to my word. You don't need to see the full picture to trust the artist. I'm still painting, still writing, still weaving every detail into a masterpiece. And this season you're in, it's not the end. It's the turning point. The moment where heaven begins to manifest what you've been sowing in faith. It may not look like what you expected. It may not come through the people you thought it would, but it will come. Because I am not a man that I should lie, and I do not abandon the work of my hands. So stay close to me. Keep your heart open. Keep speaking life into your home, because I'm closer than you think, and what I'm building will last beyond this season. It will bless every generation that comes after you. Let me tell you what. The enemy never wanted you to discover that your worship in the midst of pain carries more power than 1,000 easy praises. That when you lift your hands in a house still filled with tension, when you choose to sing even when you still feel broken, when you say, I trust you, while everything looks the same, heaven moves. You may not see it yet, but there are angels standing in the gaps of your family right now. There are spiritual chains that are breaking, not because of visible change, but because of invisible surrender. You've created an altar right in the middle of your living room, not with candles or rituals, but with faith. Every time you speak kindness into a cold moment, every time you pray over their pillows at night, every time you whisper, Jesus, take over, you are building something unshakable, and it will stand. Because I build on faith, not on appearance. I honor hearts, not performances. And what I'm doing now, in you and through you, will echo through every person who lives under your roof. Your children will inherit the peace you fought for. Your spouse will be touched by the presence you carried, even in silence. Generational curses are breaking because you stood up and said, it ends with me. And child, I'm proud of you. You didn't let pain turn you bitter. You didn't let disappointment harden your heart. You brought it all to me. And in doing so, you gave me something far more valuable than control. You gave me permission. Permission to move how I see fit. Permission to heal at a pace that's holy. Permission to rewrite a story the enemy thought he had already ruined. And now that I've started, I won't stop. My word over your family is not just survival, it's revival. Not just peace, but presence. Not just healing, but transformation. So this is what I ask of you next. Keep walking like it's already done. Stop bracing for heartbreak. And start expecting wholeness. Start thanking me for the restoration before you see the result. Start declaring, my house belongs to Jesus. My family walks in unity. My story is being redeemed. Your words are not powerless. They are prophetic. They shape the atmosphere. They shift what is coming. And as you speak with faith, you're coming into agreement with heaven. So keep going. You've prayed, you've cried, you've waited. And now you're crossing over into the fulfillment. The door is opening. The Spirit is moving. And the home you thought was falling apart is about to become a sanctuary of my glory. Stay ready. Stay believing. The best is not behind you. It's breaking through. Right now. Let this be the moment where you stop asking, "Can this be saved?" and start declaring, "This will be restored." Not because you feel strong, but because I am. Not because they've changed yet, but because I have begun the work, and I never start something I don't finish. That door that seemed permanently shut, I'm unlocking it. That heart, that felt unreachable, I'm softening it. That relationship that seemed too wounded to survive, I'm breathing life into it again. You thought you had to do all the heavy lifting, but child, this was never about your strength. I'm the one who rebuilds ruins. I'm the one who gives beauty for ashes. I'm the one who writes restoration into the places where others only see rubble. You've done all you can. Now step aside and watch what I can do. You'll see why I had you wait. You'll understand why I let some things break, because only in the breaking could I build something that would never fall again. I'm sending peace into your home like a flood. Not the temporary kind, not the fragile kind, but the kind that stays. The kind that wraps itself around every room, every person, every memory. The kind that silences fear and anxiety and confusion. The kind that anchors your heart so deeply that even if the storm comes back, you won't shake. That's what I'm giving you, an anchored peace. And that peace is not coming from circumstances, it's coming from me. You'll wake up and feel it in the quiet. You'll hear it in the way they speak to you. You'll see it in the smiles that come more naturally, in the moments that no longer need to be forced. The evidence will be subtle at first, but it will grow. And you'll realize what once felt like a battlefield is now a garden. What once echoed with silence now echoes with laughter. Because I didn't just change what happened, I changed what was possible. And now as you prepare to move forward, I want you to carry this truth deep in your spirit. I am not finished. There is more healing ahead, more joy than you've known, more connection, more purpose, more moments where you'll stop and say, "I can't believe this is the same family." That's the kind of restoration I'm bringing. One that exceeds what you imagined. One that makes the pain worth the process. So stay close to me. Keep seeking me. Keep loving, forgiving, praying, believing. You are walking in the fulfillment of prayers you once whispered through tears. And what I restore, no man can take away. Your family is in my hands. Your legacy is in my hands. And your future, your beautiful, peaceful, redeemed future, is unfolding even now. I want you to imagine this moment as the first page of a brand new chapter, not a continuation of pain, but a resurrection of purpose. The old has passed. The striving, the constant fear, the endless cycle of trying to prove your worth. I'm writing something new. You're not going to have to fight like you used to. This time, the battle belongs to me. You won't have to beg for love. You won't have to walk on eggshells or hide how you feel just to keep the peace. I'm establishing real peace, the kind that flows from transformed hearts, not pressured silence. You are going to walk in freedom, and as that freedom enters your spirit, it will overflow into your family. What I do in you will not stop with you. I am pouring out my spirit on your household. They will feel it, even the ones who don't believe yet. Even the ones who still seem cold. I'm turning hearts of stone into hearts of flesh. I'm removing the veil, and soon they'll see me. Not just in sermons, but in you. You've been the one interceding. You've been the one standing in the gap, and I want you to know, heaven saw the prayers you prayed through clenched teeth, the ones you whispered when no one was around. I heard them all, and not only did I hear them, I honored them. You've built a foundation of faith under your home that is stronger than any storm. You thought you were just surviving, but you were establishing legacy. You thought you were just holding on, but you are shaping a new generation's view of what faithfulness looks like. Because one day your children will look back and say, "We were saved by someone who refused to stop praying." One day your spouse will remember the day you didn't walk away, and they will see, not your strength, but mine flowing through you. Because restoration isn't just about making things better. It's about revealing who I am through the healing. So now, lift your eyes again. The chapter of heartbreak is closing. The chapter of restoration is here. And this isn't a temporary fix. This is a divine rebuilding. The kind that sets up your household to be a place of refuge, worship, and truth. The kind that welcomes my presence and keeps it. I'm restoring the laughter. I'm restoring the warmth. I'm restoring the sacred beauty of what it means to be family. The dinner table will no longer feel like a battlefield. It will become a sanctuary. The rooms once filled with tension will carry peace. And as you walk through each space in your home, you will feel it. Heaven lives here. Because you made space for me. Because you believed even when it hurt. Because you never stopped declaring, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." That promise still stands, and I am the one who will fulfill it. This is your confirmation. Your home will not be lost. Your family will not be a casualty of pain. Your story will not end in pieces. I am the author and the finisher, and I have declared restoration over your house. What I restore is stronger than what was broken. What I redeem carries more beauty than what was lost. You're stepping into a season where the prayers of yesterday become the testimonies of tomorrow, where the broken conversations turn into healing confessions, where the distance becomes closeness, where the wounds become wisdom. You won't always have to explain how it happened. You'll just say, "Jesus did it," and that will be enough. Because no one can move hearts like I can. No one can revive a love gone cold like I can. No one can bring a family back together like the one who created family in the first place. I am not only willing, I am already moving. And now I ask you to continue walking this journey with me, not in fear, but in faith. Keep creating space for me in your daily routine. Speak life in your home. Anoint your walls with prayer. Turn off the noise of the world and turn up the sound of worship. Because I don't just want to visit, I want to dwell. I want to remain. I want your home to become a living altar. A place where my presence is felt, where peace is the atmosphere, where forgiveness is the language, where love is the law. And when visitors step in, they'll sense it. They'll feel something different. Because where I dwell, healing flows. And it's not because your family is perfect. It's because your family belongs to me. I chose you. I entrusted this assignment to you, and I am faithful to complete what I started in you. The miracle is not coming. The miracle has already begun. So now, breathe, release, and rejoice. You have heard my voice today. You have received my word. Now walk in it, guard it, declare it, protect it. Speak it aloud until every corner of your home echoes with faith. And if you believe that this message was for you, if you know that I have spoken directly to your spirit, then declare it in the comments right now. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. That's not just a verse. It's your battle cry. It's your surrender. It's your stand. And as you type it, heaven is witnessing your faith. Angels are moving. Chains are breaking. Restoration is unfolding. And your family, yes, your family, is being rewritten by the hands of grace.